Welcome in, Gov fans, to Oak Ridge High School. I'm Robbie Lotz, joined with Stan Painter tonight. I believe Carter Bales will join us a little bit later as it's now region tournament time. It's the 2022 Region 2 Girls Basketball Tournament here from Oak Ridge High School, as Oak Ridge finished first place in the other region. We finished fourth place, so this is a 1 versus 4 matchup. Oak Ridge comes in with a record of 19-9. So pretty solid team, Stan, and the reigning champions on their home court.
Yeah, certainly is, Robbie. And, of course, more importantly, this is an elimination game. So
yep, these next two rounds are elimination games.
Whoever advances tonight, or wins tonight, would advance to Monday night. But, yeah, you start whittling teams down here as
64 right now left in the state.
Yep, eight regions of 8. So he is correct with this 4A and 4A classification.
Yeah, and 4A. Each classification has that many left.
So regardless here, you got to beat a pretty decent team. Not as good as Bearden, probably not as good as Farragut, but I would think would probably close to maybe not even good as Heritage.
Right.
I don't know.
I believe tonight, 3 for sure. I believe all 3 teams from our district will win. William Blount and Oak Ridge here is probably the closest of the toss-ups that I feel like William Blount's an underdog in. So this is the Safety Express pregame report. The highest quality of supplies for personal protection, industrial nuclear products. Visit safetyexpressusa.com or give Mitch a call at 924-0772. We will talk about those other games, Stan. If it is District 4's year to host. So if our 1 seed Bearden beats Central tonight, the rest of
they will. That
which
definitely.
They will.
If nothing else happens, that will happen.
Right. So that means the rest of the week, the rest of this region tournament will be, girls' side will be at Bearden.
No. Wait a minute. I think they're all satellites.
No.
Okay.
No. After tonight, it goes to the highest seed. And the boys will be at Farragut.
Okay.
As far as and that's what I've been told. You can confirm that, but I'm pretty sure. So other games are Bearden versus Central. We got Bearden winning that one. Powell and Heritage will be the next. That'll be a real toss-up, in our opinion, as Heritage is at Powell. That's what makes that one a close game. But we both think that Heritage will win that game. The third game will be Farragut hosting Campbell County in a 2-3 matchup, as Farragut played a good game with Bearden the other night, but ended up falling by 11 points. Right. Yeah, I'm just showing me the higher seed, but I don't.
Yeah, we'll confirm about that, but I don't know why these start times. We got the bracket there, so we'll check on that.
Right. That's because it's at. Yeah. It's at the highest.
Yeah, I'm just going off the TLSAA website.
Right.
Which they have those times, though, in there, too. So I'm thinking that because they do that format. But we'll check with Coach Cup.
I was told that if it's our region's year to host, so if our 1 seed won, then they would be Bearden.
They always get the home field.
They get the home court for the next.
But just for that game.
For the rest of the tournament, as long as they win tonight. So same thing with Farragut. If Farragut boys tomorrow win, the rest of the boys region tournament will be at Farragut. If Farragut was to lose, then it'd go to the other side. So that is what we have. So that is your pregame report here from Oak Ridge High School. It's region tournament first round as the Lady Govs will take on the Lady Wildcats. We'll take a 60-second break here on the Gov Nation Network and come back with the national anthem and starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, that was the national anthem here. As we're just about set for tip-off, first we'll have the Shell starting lineup. William Blount. William Blount will be in blue on blue tonight. They'll have their normal starting lineup.
Oak Ridge High School, home of your Oak Ridge Lady Wildcats. Tonight in a regional matchup, we play host to the William Blount Lady Governors.
As we noticed that Oak Ridge, Stan, they got a lot of freshmen on this roster.
Yeah, they do. That's the first thing. And
First for the starting lineup for William
you
Blount.
said they'll probably play. Sometimes they may have 4 on the floor, up to 4 on the floor, right?
Yep,
At
here's
a
your
time.
starters for William Blount. Number 2, senior McKenna Myers, the Tusculum signee. Number 4, another senior, Julia Combs.
Senior, number 11.
Another senior, number 11, Faith Cooper. Then the 2 underclassmen, freshman number 20, Savannah Darnell. And sophomore, number 25, Chloe Russell.
The Lady Governors are coached by head coach Jason Talbert.
Come in with a record, I believe, 16 and 11, Stan, somewhere around there, 17 maybe?
19. Oh, yeah, William Blount, you're right. 16, 11, yeah.
And now your starting lineup for your
Starting lineup for the Oak Ridge Lady Wildcats. They come in with a record of 19 and 9.
God, freshman number 10, Ayana
Number 10, a freshman, Ayana Porter.
At guard, junior number 24.
Junior, number 24, Cannon Green. That's the coach's daughter.
At forward, freshman number 34, Jenna
Another freshman,
Johnson.
number 34, Jenna Johnson. She's got a bandage on her left hand.
Yeah.
Lauren Hart.
Senior, number 23, Laura Hart. Lauren Hart.
Number 11, Samaj Clark.
And Samaj Clark, number 11. So they got a couple seniors in the starting lineup, but usually quickly they'll sub in. Stan, they'll come in with a lot of pressure.
Very athletic team, as always.
History versus William Blount. They're 35-8 all time against William
I
Blount.
can't believe it. William Blount's actually beat them 8 times, to be honest with you.
And
but,
in postseason, 11-3.
wow.
William Blount did win in 2015
Yes.
against Oak Ridge.
I remember that. Todd Wright did that. Blount did another year after that, too, I think, Robbie.
This tip-off will be brought to you by Anywhere Movers. Give Alvin a call at 865-235-4108. Johnson, Darnell. It's controlled by the Oak Ridge Lady Wildcats. Stan?
Thank you, Robbie. Clark gets it down low, and they reverse the ball back out to Porter, who will run it from the point. Looks like William Blount might be in,
Man
I believe they are in man-to-man, as they disguised it a little bit in the turnover. Oh,
No argument there from the
I
bench,
guess
so
not.
it must have been good hands by Darnell.
Hart couldn't handle it right there, but I guess Darnell did tip it out of bounds, so it will stay with them as Green gives it over to Clark. Clark picks up her dribble, in trouble, actually is able to get on the baseline to Porter, kicks it back out to Hart. Ball's deflected by William Blount, ran down by Clark, pull up 8-footer good on the baseline.
McKenna got her hands in the passing lane, just couldn't get the steal.
Exactly, Robbie said. For 40 seconds, they played pretty good defense right there. It's tough luck because the quickness off the deflection is
Nice
William
move by
Blount
Chloe.
beats
Jump
the press.
ball. He called jump ball.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Are you kidding me?
William Blount beat the press easily. We were a little bit concerned about that, Robbie, coming in. It is a tie-up. Alternate possession goes to William Blount. We thought it was going to be an and one. Instead, it's as Myers gets to the rack and draws a foul against Green, her first, team's first. As Robbie said, Coach Paige Taylor's daughter, also Aaron Green's daughter,
the
the boys
coach.
coach and former University of Tennessee basketball standout.
Yeah, if both parents are coaches, you can bet she's very
But they're
fundamentally
not.
sound.
They both are
Remarried.
remarried. They're
Yeah,
not married
so-
to each
yeah,
other.
that's why Coach Taylor has her new name.
Yeah.
2-2 now.
Yeah, both shots are good by McKenna, so we're all knotted here 1 minute in at 2 apiece. And here comes Clark with a shot, no good from the top. Rebound by William Blount. That time Cooper over to Myers. Myers wants to run with it. Now she sets it up as Oak Ridge retreats back on defense. Oak Ridge straight up man-to-man as well, as Combs had trouble with it, still gets it over to Myers. They're switching everything, as you said, I believe. It's not a zone, I don't think. It's just a switch. They're just switching, yeah.
Good D this possession. See if William Blount can break them down defensively.
As Myers almost and actually gets the ball deflected by Green, and it's picked up by Hart. And she gives over to Porter, who races into front court for the Cats.
There's a freshman versus freshman matchup.
Yeah.
Into another freshman.
As Porter penetrates in, gives over to Green. Green stops. They're going to give it wide open for Porter from the top of the key. 3-ball, no good.
Good job by Savannah to run at her, throw her shot off a little bit.
And that might be the weakness on this team, Robbie, is the outside shooting. Is Myers, that's not a weakness.
That's a C&D tire to start the game for McKenna. She's got 5.
As she knocks down the 3. And almost a hook underneath. There comes Hart, and she's going to match it, so she may be the shooter for Oak Ridge to knot it at 5 with 5:25 to go.
And they will go 1-2-2.
And William Blount gets it over.
Good job.
Gets to Chloe, and then a double dribble called on Chloe Russell So that's going to be a turnover for William Blount. That's going to be a key. William Blount's turnovers are really the key in this game, Robbie, is if they can be manageable. As the ball's deflected out of bounds by Darnell, William Blount will have a chance. If you get the turnovers in the 20s, it'll be adios, William Blount.
Yeah.
As they're going to get Darnell with a reaching foul.
That'll be her first, team first. So both teams with one foul apiece.
So I will say that these referees are brought in for start with region plays. They're piped in from other places. This happens to be the Morristown Association. So they try not to get any referees that have common with either one of these teams. They may have worked a game early in the year.
Oak Ridge played in a tournament in Greenville. So they probably,
that association, they might have had somebody, but not really familiar.
Right.
As Porter with a 3-ball air ball. So she's 0 for 2, Robbie, right there. And neither shot have looked really good. So I'm going to slump off her and try to make her beat me from the 3-point line.
There's a take.
And Chloe lays it up and in.
William Blount leads.
Chloe Russell with the nice drive and laid it off the glass to give William Blount their second lead of the game, 7-5. Here comes Clark on the baseline. Shot no good. Rebound by Russell. She gives over to Combs, who will bring it up and give it back to Russell. So Blount looking to set it up here. As I see Oak Ridge sending substitutes to the bench. So we'll see here as there's a 3-ball by Darnell.
C&D timeout Oak Ridge. Stan, this timeout's going to be brought to you by Blevins Realty Group. Breaking records, making people happy. We'll take a 30-second break with the Lady Wildcats.
Back at Oak Ridge High School, checking in are Stewart and Cleveland, both freshmen. They still have 3 freshmen on the floor as the senior Hart and the junior Green remain out there, along with Clark, the freshman. So 3 freshmen, a junior, and a senior on the floor for the Lady Wildcats.
There's a lob.
There's a turnover. Blount went zone that time.
They're going to, Stan.
Yeah.
He's going to mix it up, Jason told us.
And there's a pickup as Chloe Russell finally bailed out by McKenna Myers.
Really couldn't ask for a better start for the Lady Govs, up 10-5.
Darnell fakes, lays it up and in. So Savannah with 5 quick points here to extend William Blount's lead to 7. So nice little thing run by William Blount as Stewart tries to get in. That's going to be on
Darnell, though.
If that is, that's her second.
She ran out there just a little out of control, and really, Stan, she didn't need to.
No.
I don't think you're going to threat her at the 3-point line, but you also could have forced her right into Cooper, who was sitting there ready to take the charge.
So she does come out of the game. Into the game is McCarter for William Blount, another freshman for William Blount. So, Robbie.
Both teams are playing plenty of freshmen.
Yeah, it's Green checked out, and the big girl, the tall girl.
They're running a play before.
I think they're resetting it. As nice job right there by
McKenna,
Faith Cooper, though. They were going to try to get back to the big post player. Here comes it from the corner, shot no good, but rebound by Stewart for Oak Ridge. That was Cleveland.
Gracie Herron.
Herron has been hurt. As you can see, the knee braces. Another 3-pointer, no good. Rebound this time by William Blount's Cone.
Julia, nice position by Julia. What year is Herron, Stan?
Herron's a senior.
Okay.
And I'm not sure she would have even came back, Robbie, as much as she's lived, but it's her senior year. Right. And I think they're going to try to get her to play as much as possible. But she is definitely does not move well. She's got 2 knee braces on. And McCarter thought about launching one from the volleyball line.
Scarlett.
Scarlett, I'm
nice
sorry.
Pass.
As Russell catches it, now she's picked her dribble up back out to Scarlett.
McKenna needs to come get the ball.
And Combs catches it at the elbow.
There is no shot clock, so no reason.
No, we got plenty of time. 2:20. Myers with another three. The
C&D
third one.
tire. She's got 8, Stan.
So the third three-ball, C&D three-ball here in the first quarter, and William Blount with a 10-point lead with 2 minutes to go in the opening period.
Very similar to the start they had at Farragut a couple of weeks ago.
And again, William Blount would have actually won that game had the turnovers not been ridiculous. There comes Stewart. I felt walked.
They're going to get a hand check on Chloe. Right, we're running at the shooters, Stan. I want to make number 5 shoot one.
Well, I've only seen Hart is the only one that's knocked one down at this point.
Chloe will check out. McCarter will check in. And Strickland checks in for Oak Ridge.
Nice inbounds, but
Get
wide
the ball,
open
McKenna.
miss
Look up.
by Clark.
Yeah, we missed a wide open layup. They're a little nervous, Stan.
Yeah, I think they are a little rattled.
Yeah, but like you say, Coach Taylor's got a really young team.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
And
They probably walked in here, maybe have walked in here and thought, we're going to win this. There's a walk called in Scarlett.
Don't worry about the bump.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the bump, but we'll call the travel.
15-5 with $1:30 to go here in the opening quarter.
3 hand check calls on William Blount. They're letting them get away with hounding down there on the other side.
As nice rotation on the pass and
gambled.
lay it up and
we
lay it in.
gambled, Stan. We gambled on a steal, and it gave a free layup.
And Heron, the senior, Gracie Heron, 6-foot senior, gets a chance of an and one. Didn't get who that last foul was on, Robbie.
Emma.
So Emma
McCarter,
who had checked in as well. So 15-8 after the three-point play. It is 70 seconds to go in the quarter. William Blount gets it across barely on the 10-second clock.
There's a hand check call.
And then there goes to Cooper to Combs. Combs hits the bottom of the backboard. So got too deep in, didn't realize where she is at. I thought it was going to be a layup, but there's a turnover by, whoa. It's no doubt that wasn't, yeah.
Why does he even got to ask that guy?
Yeah, the guy didn't, he was actually, he didn't see. It was definitely not touched. It went out of bounds, and they got the call right. We'll give them credit for that. Good officiating. As McCarter is in trouble, big trouble, might want to call time.
She did.
She turned over.
Turnover number 2.
So that's the first time, though, Robbie, we've turned it over on the press. That's what we were worried about. Probably could have used a timeout right there. I don't know if you want to use one that way with 40 seconds to go, but it would have saved you that turnover. Oak Ridge with it. They get it into Heron. Heron double team, kick it back out. I'm going to slump. Number 3 who checked into the game, that was Strickland.
Run.
Her
Do not let them set up. We got to run.
Strickland's three-pointer's off, so I don't know what they've taken, Robbie. They're 1 for 6 or 7 from the three-point line. And I said this might be their one weakness. So far, I would make them do that. As Myers penetrates in, the 6-foot green says, no, sirree, get that out of here. And Oak Ridge gets it as the quarter comes to a close. But it's a good one for the Lady Governors as they jump on Oak Ridge early. At the end of 1, it's 15-8. You're watching on Gov Nation Network and listening on AM 1470. Back at Oak Ridge High School, second quarter getting ready to commence. We did confirm the winner of this game will move to Monday night at Bearden, provided Bearden beats Central, which if they don't, then
And even if Bearden loses second round, all the rest of the games are still going to be played at Bearden in girls action. Same thing for Farragut and boys.
And there's going to be a tie-up as William Blount, as McCarter ties up Stewart. So that's actually going to be a turnover because William Blount gets it on the alternate possession.
You're talking about a common name up here, Stan, Stewart.
Yeah. Zena.
I think.
What year is she? Ziana, excuse me.
Is she a freshman?
Yes. As Combs, they get it across to Scarlett, to Myers. Myers penetrates, nice feed to Cooper. Shot no good, just rattled out. Bounced around and came out. So good look, just didn't get it done. And then the other side, a nice move by Strickland, lay it up and in. So right there, we gave him an easy one.
We missed one laying on the rim, and they get one that bounces off the rim and in.
So nice over-the-top pass. Cooper's going to drive. This time she's going to shoot it, no good. Rebound by Myers, though. Kicks it out. Here comes Scarlett with a big three ball. Sure. No good. Rebound by Combs. Blount getting all over the boards. Cooper gets her shot blocked, and Oak Ridge comes out of there with it, and a foul called on William Blount.
Fifth foul called already on us.
So Blount had their chances. They got on the boards, but just couldn't get the shot to go down. Cooper's shot got blocked at the end.
Oh, they've settled in now.
As Blount leads by 5, they led by 10 with 2 minutes to go in the first period. Now with 6:30 to go, here comes another three ball. This time did not look good at all again, as I'm going to let I'm going to let Cleveland, shoot all night long until she hits one. Blount gets it. Nice pick and roll, but the pass does not get there. Turnover, layup on the other end for Oak Ridge.
Yeah, it looked like she might have been getting hooked there underneath.
Timeout, William Blount.
Yep, this timeout will be brought to you by East Tennessee Insurers, delivering peace of mind one policy at a time. 30-second break. Be seen.
All right, back at Oak Ridge High School, William Blount leads 15-12 with 6:10 to go. They get it across. Stout in big trouble on the sideline. You don't want her trapped over there. She tries to throw it off somebody. It rolls out of bounds. They said touched last by William Blount.
Couldn't have been.
So another turnover, Robbie. Knock that down.
Why are we throwing the ball there?
As William Blount gets back now, Green, who's checked back in with the basketball. Up front to Strickland. Clark back to Strickland. They reverse it over to Green. Blount in that zone.
It's been the story of the year, Stan, the second quarter.
Well, and the turnovers. Clark with a wide open three, no good. So Oak Ridge is 1 for whatever.
And we only lead by 3.
And we've hit 3 threes, right?
Yep.
So.
But we haven't scored in over 5 minutes.
Yeah, we got to get
clock
something
time.
going offensively.
As Myers gets to the lane, there it is. As McKenna breaks it with the runner in the lane, nice shot. Gets William Blount their first basket points of the second period. We're almost 3 minutes in. Stewart, there's a charge, not called. Chloe Russell's going to get called for a walk.
Ran over.
Which is the correct call as she rolled over.
Right, but we got ran over in the paint. Just sitting there waiting on the girl.
Terrible no call. Terrible no call.
5-1. 5-1 on the foul count.
Okay, so Hart has checked back in. She's the shooter, so somebody's got to be aware of 23 for Oak Ridge. Other than that, I've not seen.
I haven't seen Green shoot yet, but I'd say she could probably shoot.
I would think so too, being a coach's daughter, two coaches' daughter. Nice and they get it in to Clark against the zone. They found the weak spot at the high post, right inside the elbow. Easy basket. As Russell breaks it, tries to go behind her back. It's hard to do when you're trapped. Tries to get it out, saved by Hart.
She's out of bounds.
And they did get that. It was out of bounds. And we'll be back to William Blount. So almost, well, actually, no, never did control it. So no turnover, but about as close as you could have one to go. Cooper on the inbounds, back to Myers. To McCarter, back to Myers. William Blount leads by 3, midway through the second. Myers, step back 3, no good off the glass, but Cooper's there to get it. Hands off to Myers, she kicks it back out.
Please tell me why.
Yeah, she should have taken that all the way.
As William Blount is going to set it up
At
with
least put up one of
McCarter
those runners.
at the top.
I'd rather have that layup, that left-handed layup for McKenna than probably any shot we're going to get on this possession.
Yeah, it was a great job by Faith, too, to crash the boards and grab that board.
There's a skip pass to Russell. She gets fouled. No call.
No, not
Rebound.
a call. Still one foul call.
And running into front court is Oak Ridge as Clark gets it inside to Johnson in the lane. Nice. So they're finding they're penetrating, and when they draw the help, they're getting it to the person's help side in the lane. Russell, this time she goes up. They're going to call a foul this time.
About
2
time.
shots coming.
About time.
I believe that was on Clark.
Yep.
Her first. Only the second call. 2 shots coming for Chloe Russell. Shot short, barely draws rim. She gets a second. Combs is going to check back in. And Scarlett check back in for Stout and McCarter. Second toss for Russell, good. So 18-16 is your lead by William Blount, down to 2. As Chloe Russell with the steal. She got in the passing lane, deflected it to herself, so nice right there by Chloe.
Yeah, Oak Ridge went a little too quick. Found Johnson, she just couldn't control it.
So under 3 minutes to go, Blount with a 2-point lead. It was tied 5-5. William Blount went on a 10-0 run. There's a turnover as Combs and Russell were not on the same page.
I understand, Stan, the idea, but that's not our game. What is giving a screen and roll there?
As Clark catches, they're going to kick it back out to Hart. Hart's a shooter. They converged on her, and there they try to throw. Nice job on the defense.
Did it not
Converged.
hit 24's hand?
I don't think so. I think she pulled it back.
Okay.
2:31 to go. 18-16 your score. Blount has pretty much led.
Ball don't lie.
Since 5-5, the William Blount has led. At one point it was 15-5, but now it's closed to 18-16.
We did trail 2-0. I think that's the only
Yes.
time we've been down.
I think, yeah, you're right. As Myers has it. They slump it in really tight on Myers. Nice screen by Cooper. Oh,
In and out.
rolls out, and then Cooper can't handle the rebound.
That's 2 that went halfway down.
Yeah.
That's tough luck right there.
So at the minute 56, Oak Ridge will get the basketball. In a quickly played first half.
3 points scored in the second quarter by William Blount.
Ball's kicked around. Hart. They give it to Green. Green back reverses it back out to Hart. Oh, nice. And underneath, they found Clark sleeping back behind there and just lays it up and in.
Way too much space underneath.
So we're knotted up at 18 as Combs gets it across. to Myers, who double teamed but kicked out of bounds by Oak Ridge. It'll stay with William Blount with $1:24 to go.
That's not where you want the ball.
Stewart will check back in for Oak Ridge.
Just lob it in there.
As Myers gets it. And stolen. Just flat. And then Chloe Russell steals it. A walk. Now that was a tie-up. That was not a walk.
Yeah.
The first time it was a walk. That is not.
Why are we dribbling the ball in front of the girl's
It
face?
possibly could have been called a foul on Chloe. She dove over top of somebody, but I'm not sure she actually hit her. And there's another three-point shot, no good, but Combs tips it out of bounds. So Oak Ridge is 1 for 9 or 10 from the field. If I'm Coach Kallenberg, I'm going to at halftime, I'm going to tie into a tight 2-3 zone until they make 2 in a row. When I say tight, I mean tight. They're not going to get anything inside on me. But that's why he's down there and I'm up here, because he knows more than I do. As Green has it, clicks it back around. And here comes Hart, the one shooter, and she turns it over as she penetrates. Myers picks it up as we're under a minute to go. Now there's an offensive foul.
Oh, my goodness.
On Myers.
This is unbelievable, guys.
No, I don't know about that. That was nothing. That was phantom. That was
a
phantom.
foul on the. No, it was a foul on it, but after the girl had already grabbed her.
She did extend, but the girl had already made the contact, and you're going to defend yourself that way. I mean, it's just a natural reflex. We got some kind of foul down here on the baseline on
Cooper and giving them free throws.
I did not see it. It was away from the ball down on the baseline.
This is embarrassing.
But it will be 1 and 1 as
this?
17 fouls to 2.
Is that Stewart at the line?
Yes. Or no, I can't see the number, Rob. Yeah, it is Stewart, number 5. She misses. So, once again, the ball does not lie right there. As I don't know, I shouldn't say that. I didn't see or did not.
Well, the play
see.
before was where the bad call occurred.
20 seconds to go as Myers penetrates. Give it to Cooper. She's wide open, but instead Russell takes it. Shot no good, gets her own rebound. Now that is an offensive foul. She did extend her shoulder in.
Stan, there's 17 seconds on the clock. And we go with a running floater.
12-8, or 12.8 to go. Of course, non-shooting because it's player control. Here we come into front court.
You take the last shot of the half. Now you pick up a foul.
Clark, nice feed into Heron, led up and in. And Oak Ridge regains the lead late. And that's where the half is. So they led probably, I don't know, Robbie, 1 minute, maybe, the whole game. They led 2-0, and then they led 20-18. But with that, a pretty good half for William Blount. They're only down 2 points. And we'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with Stats with Stan.
Oh, that's as bad as it can get, guys. Those referees. All right, we're back here at Oak Ridge High School as this is the first round of the region tournament. Region 2 it is. As the 4-seeded Lady Govs had a pretty good first quarter. Not a very good second quarter as
they were outscored 12-3, I believe,
yeah,
Robbie.
12-3, not going to get it done.
15-8. They outscored 15-8 in the first period and got outscored 12-3.
Yeah, we were up in this game 15-5, so Oak Ridge is on a 15-3 run. So this is Stats with Stan, brought to you by Tim Tipton. Give Tim a call at 865-984-1111 or on his cell phone at 806-7255. Thank you, Tim, for being a season-long sponsor, football and basketball. William Blount was led by the senior McKenna Meyer. She had 10 of the 18 in the first half. Then 5 from Darnell, who had picked up 2 fouls in the first quarter and had to go to the bench for the rest of the half. Then 3 came from Chloe Russell. That is a total of 18. Oak Ridge in the first half was led by Samaje Clark with 6 points. 4 points came from Jenna Johnson. 5 points came from Gracie Herron. 3 points from Hart and 2 points from Stewart. The Oak Ridge Lady Wildcats lead this game right now 20-18 based on that second quarter, winning that second quarter 12-3. Very good start for William Blount to, sustain no turnover stand from the press and created some three-point opportunities in the first quarter, but nothing going in the second quarter. We'll see what Coach Kallenberg does to adjust. We'll take another 2-minute break and come back with more here from the Safety Express halftime report.
Back at Oak Ridge High School, halftime here. William Blount trails Oak Ridge 20-18 in a very competitive first half. William Blount had a 15-5 lead and kind of let that get away from them, and they trail now by 2, but still, I think a lot of people coming in felt like William Blount, outside William Blount, didn't feel like that, William Blount really have a chance, Robbie. When you just look at this bracket across the state, it's a 1-4 matchup.
Yeah, and it's way closer on paper. And then when you get on the gym, you could see it. William Blount can definitely play with this team. As some scores from the area, Alcoa at halftime leads West Green 43-3. So Alcoa will be advancing.
Whoa, I don't think that's right. I've got Alcoa 24-6 at the end of one. So
43-3 now, or 43-13.
Oh,
Did I say
43? Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
43-13. I'm
Okay.
sorry. They lead by 30.
Okay.
Then you got in our region right here, Campbell County 21, Farragut 23.
It's a pretty competitive game.
Webb in the private school division, Webb girls up 20 going into the fourth against Briarcrest.
How's the game already in the fourth? Oh, it started early private, you said. Yeah.
And Bearden versus Central. Bearden at the half 56-13. So that is not. CAK girls will be playing in the Division II small school championship as they beat NCS 58-55. So congratulations.
I've got a Heritage score, Robbie. At the end of one, Powell all over Heritage 13-5.
13-5.
So that's just the end of one
They're going to
quarter.
scrap it up. That's going to be a low-scoring game.
A couple other games on there. South Green, who would be Alcoa's next opponent, they lead Pigeon Forge 18-2 at the end of one quarter.
So that's going to hold. That'll be at GP. The Tornadoes will be going back to Gatlinburg-Pittman, where they had not a successful week for boys or girls over there at Oak Ridge Alcoa last week.
Gatlinburg's up big at the half, 44-21 over Chucky Doak. So they're probably going to, of course, they're opposite bracket.
But they'll get to host.
Yeah.
And if they're doing it the same way.
I think they are.
And let's see, one more score I had there. Greenville all over Unicoi County and girls. So it'll be boys action tomorrow night. We'll have the broadcast here from Campbell County, or at Campbell County here on the Gov Nation Network and AM 1470, as the boys Govs will travel up 75 to Jacksboro and take on the Cougars.
Robbie, I always got to give out this score too because it has ties to Blount County. Johnny Morgan that graduated from Friendsville High School. McMinn Central, been at McMinn Central a long time. Up at the half against Chattanooga School of Arts and Science, 55-3.
Johnny's done a tremendous job down there, one of the state's winningest coaches. So we got 30 seconds left before.
Now, Cup says, I just texted Cup and asked whether he's official. He said they're out of the Knox Ridge Association. I didn't think they could do that because Oak Ridge uses Knox Ridge Association.
Right, so they may. That's what
that may be a
Tyler just told us that one of the referees is a head pro at Oak Ridge Country Club.
Oh, that's nice. That is really nice to know, isn't it?
If that is true,
if that's not allowed,
I thought the region, they always brought them in.
Something ends up happening.
They've changed that. Regardless, we are set for second half action. Oak Ridge will get the basketball to start the second half. And the pass comes in to Porter, who penetrates in, jump stops, gives it to Green. Blount starting man-to-man again. And there's a steal by Darnell. That was big when she picked up her second foul.
She got fouled.
Darnell goes all the way, lays it up, no good, tipped out to Green, or excuse me, Hart. So Darnell with a steal, couldn't finish, but Robbie, I felt like she was off to a really good start.
Yeah, she got slowed down with the fouls.
And turnaround jumper by freshman Johnson, an air ball.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to agree with you with what you said earlier, Stan. I think, they really need to tune in on the inside defensively, the Lady Govs do, and give them threes. They're not hitting them.
So Blount will have it. Myers gets it at the top. Oak Ridge switches everything on the perimeter. And sometimes they even switch in the post area. Because right now, Combs has a guard guarding her.
She put it in front of her again, Stan.
Yeah, and she
You cannot do that against these girls. They're too quick and athletic.
Nice give and go to Chloe Russell. Lay it up and in for Chloe Russell.
That's where we can beat them, though.
So we're all knotted up early in the third, 20. It's Green. Gives off to Clark. Clark into the Johnson. They throw it away. Turnover. So Johnson tried to get it back to Clark, and she turned it over. So Oak Ridge is going to pick up. They changed the press up a little, 1-2-1-1. They did a little 2-2-1. Blount,
find Combs
trouble. They got to hurry, get it across. There they do. They got it to Combs in the middle.
Got to make them pay.
Back to McKenna. Blount will set it up with 6:15 to go in the third. Nice
work.
pick and roll is actually
Nice
Cooper.
from Chloe. Chloe to Coop.
Yeah, she slipped the pick or the screen there and got an easy layup. Blount back up by 2.
Heritage down 2 at half, Stan.
So they made a good run back. Okay. So here we go. Oak Ridge trying to get in. And Robbie, I don't see a lot what they're trying to do. They're just looking like to penetrate, aren't they? Just trying to get
and
that
if
crease.
they can get something inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that was the adjustment that they made at halftime because, they weren't
definitely
hitting
know
any
their
of
strength.
shots.
As gives it back. Blount switches there. This time, nice defense
Steal by Darnell.
As she tied up, Porter. Myers runs in the front court. She wants to penetrate. Kicks it to Darnell, who thought about a 3.
Get a
Kicks it
screen
back
set
out.
up.
Blunt's going to set it back up with 5 minutes to go here in the third. Combs drives, makes a move, can't finish. Russell's there, lay it up, lay it in. Chloe Russell.
Quick 4 in the third.
Yep, has put William Blount up by 4 points again. So remember, they did have a 10-point lead late in the first. As, this time they get loose, but falling down is Clark. Tries a wild shot. Instead, William Blount's got 5 on 4, and McKenna can't convert, but Combs gets it. She
got
hooked. That is a good call. Offensive foul as Julia Combs.
Why did she need to do that?
Hooked her girl and spun her all the way around.
I agree with you, Stan. Very good call, but not sure why she needed to do that.
Yeah, she could have just kicked it out, but.
You got an update from Greenback as Greenback is up 21-17 in the third. You got that one from Donnie Everett watching in on the Gov Nation Network.
It's at it.
Another
Sunbright, I
near
believe.
steal.
And there's a foul.
Might be on Coop. If it's on Coop, it'll be 2.
It is. Second foul called already here in the second half. Only 2 fouls called all game as nice inbounds, and Stewart lays it up and in. Nice inbounds play from Coach Taylor. As Myers gets it across. So once again, the full court pressure has not been a problem. As Darnell this time shoots an air ball on this end, but good battle by Cooper.
That's off Oak Ridge.
And
no,
he doesn't say. I think you're right, Robbie. He didn't point.
Well, I know I'm right, but what did he call?
He just held his hand up. I guess he just yelled it out, but he never pointed.
Yeah, it was clearly off Oak Ridge.
Well, I couldn't tell. It's on the other side of the court. And there's William Blount on the inbounds. This time they get a tie-up as Darnell goes up.
Mr. Jump Ball over here. Get out of here.
And Blount will keep it, though, on the alternate possession with 3:53 to go. Nice move by Myers. She gets fouled. She's going to go to the line for 2. As she faked.
It looked like a jump ball to me, Stan. Jeez.
Porter with the foul. That's her first. Only the 3rd foul called in the whole game against Oak Ridge with 3:52 to go. 2 shots coming from McKenna Myers. First one does not
use your legs.
Drop. Second toss by McKenna, good.
Much better.
25-22 your score. Went up by 3 with 3:50 to go. As Clark almost had it stripped, instead gets it over to Heron. Porter with it now. Porter tries to get it to Heron. It actually does. Nice strip from behind.
Chloe and Faith both together, double teaming Heron.
Against the 6-foot Heron underneath.
Yeah, we're giving up 2 or 3 inches.
So coming back, watch it coming back. They did get it.
Oh, my gosh, she just bulldozed us.
Oh, wow. And then they called it off us. I think it was off Heron, wasn't it?
There's no way. She just lowered her shoulder and, oh, my goodness.
That's just.
Brad Ports, our cameraman, not happy with that call. As Myers almost gets a steal. Instead, they pull it out. As Blount
This is bad, guys. I'm trying to be as good as I can.
No, they're getting home cooking tonight.
Stewart works on. There's going to be a charge.
Thank
And they got that one right. But Stewart out of control, runs over Cooper. Her first, team second of the half. So now they've matched how many fouls they had called in the first half. William Blount's had 10 total, only 2 this half though. As there comes a steal.
Late.
And Heron's going to get a wide open layup. No, good play by Myers.
That's off them. It's got to be blue ball.
No, I think it was off Darnell.
Well, it was over the back.
Yeah.
So you either give William Blount the ball or the foul.
McKenna Myers made a great defensive. She ran by and did not foul her, but made her miss. And right back here, they're going to do the same inbounds as they come back. Chloe jumps up and tips it. It's Myers being guarded closely by Cleveland.
Attack.
Myers dribbles in. Myers going up. Lay it up and in.
No call. There it is.
One.
He didn't want to call it.
As Stewart, I think, is going to pick up her second.
Yeah,
you're right. It was on Stewart.
I almost assumed that they were going to call the charge right there.
I did too. And this is a three-point opportunity, Stan. It's our three-pointers in the third quarter tonight are brought to you by Foothills Flooring. Priced right, doing it your way. Biggest lead of the game, I believe. No, actually, I'm sorry. Biggest lead second half.
Yep. And Myers cannot connect. And Blount almost gets the rebound, but they don't.
3 players down here.
Yeah.
3 players were back.
As a three-point shot, no good.
That was a force.
As Myers then.
She got pushed. She got pushed. Literally got pushed. Good
timeout, Oak Ridge. 27-22, 2:33 to go here in the third quarter. 30-second break on Gov Nation Network. Back at Oak Ridge High School, Oak Ridge used their second timeout. They trail, William Blount by 5 with 2:33 to go. William Blount has led a majority of this game. And there's a tie not called. Now they're going to call a foul on Darnell, her third.
Call a foul.
There's no
home cooking.
Guys.
They're in their referee association.
So Darnell picks up her third personal, team's third. And there's Combs, tips it out of bounds. So with 2:27 to go, I believe Scarlett is going to check in for Darnell.
Guys, have you seen the jump balls that they've called tonight? The first play of the game.
And then they don't call that.
So 2:27 to go.
Ridiculous.
Cleveland with it out top. Oak Ridge gives off as a wild shot there by Strickland. Poor shot on her part. She was off balance. And William Blount dodges another bullet right there at 27-22. They lead by 5. And they tries to Cooper. Cooper tries to actually gets it over to Scarlett. They were lucky there. Now it gets to Combs, who's wide open. Nice pass backside to Cooper. Shot blocked somehow by Johnson. I don't know how she got to that shot, but she did. Ball's kicked out by Combs and actually saved almost by Combs. Instead, Johnson gets it. She kicks it out. Thought, well, here comes a 3, but instead Clark penetrates, gets it into Johnson, wide open, shot, lay it up and in.
That was a very sloppy offensive possession by Oak Ridge, but they made it work.
They did, because William Blount, when Johnson went out of bounds, somebody didn't pick her back up when she came back in. There comes the Combs. Over back to Myers. So Blount breaks the press again. They lead by 3. Late third quarter, a minute 20. Russell. Looking, going to give it to Combs. They're going to reverse it back to Myers. Nice. Oh, there's a foul right there. It's going to be on Clark.
Thank goodness they called that.
It's 2 on Clark. Team 4th of the second half. Emma McCarter will check in to give Chloe a breather before the 4th.
So more fouls called on Oak Ridge than William Blount here in the second half.
Seems like a rarity.
As McCarter gets it, hands it over to Combs.
They are the team pressing.
Myers is going to penetrate. One-handed runner, good. The senior puts William Blount back up by 5, 29-24. 50 seconds to go in the third. Strickland is going to get a blocking foul on Cooper. How many is that on Cooper? 3?
That's 3 on Coop.
So here comes Stout.
Yeah, you don't need Faith getting any more before the fourth quarter.
To the line will be Cleveland. That one was definitely bang bang. Could have went probably either way. It wasn't as obvious as some of these. 46 seconds, no good shot. I don't think has Oak Ridge hit a shot from the stripe.
They've hit 1, I believe.
Yep, first quarter.
1 out of 4.
1 for 4 now.
So Cleveland, the freshman, 5'7" freshman. Second one rattles out. And Combs is bumped. She steps through it, goes behind her back. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Throw it.
William Blount gets it across. 30 seconds to go. Actually, 38 seconds to go. William Blount needs to hold for 1.
If
Looks
they
like
can.
they're gonna try
Unless they just
that.
get a wide open, easy shot, then they take it. I don't care about holding it if you've got one that you can make. That is not what we wanted. Combs gets, and then a foul by Stout, a blocking foul.
Unnecessary blocking
Combs
foul.
went up, got her shot blocked, and then Stout blocks.
Yeah.
Obvious foul.
No need to force that for Julia. No need at all. You got 21 seconds left.
Yeah, 21.5. That's William Blount's 5th, so still a couple away. As Oak Ridge gets here, Clark penetrates into the free throw line, tries to get it to Johnson. Instead, they hand it back off to Stewart. Stewart thought about a 3 against Myers. She dribbles, picks up her dribble. 3 seconds. They're going to shoot Porter's going to shoot a 3 and drain it at the buzzer.
Why are we so far off of her? There was 1 second left on the clock. You make a big mistake offensively. You pick up a foul, then you come down and give up a 3 right in your mouth.
29-27 at the end of 3. Blount leads by 2. Don't go anywhere. We're back at Oak Ridge High School. Fourth quarter, Blount clings to a 2-point lead. The senior Clark, I said Porter, it was actually Clark that drained that 3. So they've hit 2 threes. Hart has 1 and Clark has 1. As Porter is going to penetrate all the way in, they're going to kick it out. This time they're going to get it out to Strickland, who's hit 1 now. So here they go. Oak Ridge back to the lead, 30-29. As they go back to the 2-2-1 press, that's what they had more success with. Blount turns it over. As Combs tries to throw it all the way, it's picked off. Porter penetrates and turns it over. She tried to get it to Johnson.
Lucky. She had space underneath. She's probably going to knock down that layup.
Chloe Russell will check back in for McCarter, and I believe Cooper is going to check back in. Actually, they don't get her.
She was there. They just missed her.
Well, she didn't get to the right spot at the table. Most of the time they'll give it to William Blount, gets it across. Stout walks.
Yep.
Very good call. As she shuffled her feet, she was trying to get it to Russell, and she was waiting, and she picked up both feet. If Cooper could have got there, Robbie, might not have had that. You know what I mean? If she'd have got to the table. Well, actually, she was at the table. That's pretty picky. She's got to go all the way to the center, and there's Darnell with her fourth.
Yep.
Golly.
That is a proper call, but we've not seen that called on Oak Ridge tonight.
Nope, they're getting their back. There again.
We're late to bring them to the table.
Yep. Inbounds, Cooper may have fouled, and instead they get a layup, Stewart. So Oak Ridge is on an 8-0 run if you count the 3 at the end of the quarter. Is that right? Yes. Yeah, 8-0 because they hit 2 threes and then the 2. 6:50 to go. Blount down by 3. It's their biggest deficit of the game. Oh, nice move, Darnell. Lay it up and in. Darnell so quick. Just beat her off the bounce. Cuts it to 1. Johnson against Cooper. Turnaround jumper good.
Hand in her face. Good shot.
She's a freshman.
Yeah, she's a good freshman too.
5'10" freshman post. Russell gets it across.
Oh, she had Chloe underneath.
Get it to Myers. Myers to Darnell. Darnell to Russell. Russell tees up a 3 from the corner. No good. Rebound by Stewart. Probably could have been a foul on Myers. It wasn't called. Loose ball picked up by Strickland. Oak Ridge is going to set it up.
Is this the 4 freshman lineup, Stan, we were talking about?
And 1 senior. Stewart, nice move. Can't finish, but Porter there to pick it up. Over to Strickland, who's going to penetrate in, and Combs, reaching foul. Good call. 1-1 coming for Strickland. So, yeah, Robbie, Clark is the senior out there, and then you've got 4 freshmen on the floor.
Taylor Stout's going to check back in here, too.
How many fouls on Combs?
Combs just picked up her 3rd.
Okay. Blount trails by 3. Yeah, should be able to get her in because it is 1-1. Combs goes out. 5:49 left in someone's season. Oak Ridge hits the free toss. They go up by 4, 35-31. 5:49 left in regulation. Could go to overtime. 36-31. Oak Ridge outscored William Blount 12-2 if you count from the end of the 3rd quarter to now. There's a steal by Clark. Lay it up, lay it in. William Blount needs a timeout. Jason Kallenberg is going to get one right there. Full timeout. It's brought to you by
South Park Storage and Penske Truck Rentals.
Thank you, Robbie. 1 minute break. We'll be right back. .36 to go in this contest. Blount, their biggest deficit of the game, down 7. They pretty much led for 3 quarters of this game.
Can't get in that trap.
Chloe steps through, still hadn't got a throw. There's a steal. Lay it up, lay it in, out, excuse me. by Johnson. Pretty good, another good defensive move by Myers. She forced her to alter the shot, made the miss. And then Stewart gets in the lane, shot no good, rebound by Stout over the back on Oak Ridge. I believe it's going to be on Clark. That's 3, Robbie, right?
3 on Clark, yep. Team 5th.
So still not in the 1-and-1 yet. Oak Ridge still has 1 to give. Oak Ridge will be in the 1-and-1, as they're already in the 1-and-1, I should say. Ball reverses. She's got Cooper, hits Stout. Stout needs to get it up to Myers. William Blount's going to set it up as we clock under 5 to go.
Yeah, Julia Combs is about to check back in.
Myers penetrates.
Fouled.
Gets fouled. So that's what you want. Oak Ridge faithful do not agree with that.
That's 4.
That is her 4th, Clark. So that'll be big because she is obviously, Robbie, the glue that kind of holds this team together, I think. The one senior leadership. Myers converts. If William Blount ever needed that. 38-32, your score.
Blood. Or maybe blood on.
Number 11, Clark. That's Clark's going to have to come out.
I mean, she had 4 fouls anyway.
Two girls, maybe?
Oh, wait a minute. Johnson, too. Johnson showing something. So they got 2 people coming over. And they're going to send people in rather than waiting on them. I think you have like 30 seconds to try to get it off. But instead, Heron comes in, the 6-foot post. And Cleveland, another freshman, comes in. So they basically still have 4 freshmen on the floor.
And a senior.
And a senior. And Myers converts the second toss after the delay with 4:45. Not over yet. 38-33. Let's see if Blount can claw back into this. Oak Ridge running their weave out front. Blount has done a pretty good job on that. Inside. The problem is, if you're not careful, they'll click off a minute or 2.
Yeah, they're trying to get some penetration inside.
Right. Blount is not going to pressure enough where that's be hard for them to hold it because they've already clicked off about 30 seconds right here and made it a 4-minute game. Once again, that's all they're doing is they're going to
spread you out.
Yep, and then there goes Stewart and one coming for Stewart. Cooper did not get there. She was still trying to get there. Almost got there.
And that's her 4th.
She picked up her 4th.
Yeah, and I think she might be hurt. Split second too late right there.
She came over.
She might have caught an elbow.
Yeah, I wonder if something right there.
Because she didn't catch her straight up. She kind of got her on the side.
Yeah.
So Stewart at the line looking to convert the 3-point play. And she does. So poor free throw shooting in the first half by Oak Ridge. Good shooting here in the 4th quarter. Darnell just needs to take it.
She doesn't.
She can just dribble. She's got the wide open over here. They try to pass.
She's fast. I mean.
As Stewart once again acrobatically. Adios. 43-33 your score. Blount throws it to Cooper at midcourt. And she loses it out of bounds. 3:38 to go. Probably a little bit premature for an adios, but Richard baited me into it. As Porter picks up her dribble. They get it back to her just inside the free throw line. Shot no good. Tipped out of bounds by Combs, though. So it'll stay with Oak Ridge with 3:24 to go. Stewart, nice spin, lay it up, no good. She didn't know where she was at. Got her own rebound. Johnson kicks it back out to Clark, who's re-entered. Porter takes a long 3. no good, but right there is Strickland. If I'm Oak Ridge, I'm thinking, what are we doing? Why are we jacking shots up?
Shot up?
They're helping William Blount. The post play by Johnson, turn around, good.
You said she's a freshman?
Freshman.
Her and Stewart, their two leading scorers are freshmen.
45-33 your score. There's under 3 minutes to go. Myers, 10-second count. So now the press starting to hammer William Blount, 2:48 to go.
Yeah, I feel like we're rushing things, trying to get across the line instead of, finding the open girl.
Robbie, you think back to this, a lot of momentum switch at the end of the third on the three-point shot.
And Chloe's going to
agree or disagree?
He killed it. I called it when it happened, Stan.
Blount was up by 5.
Up by 5 with the ball. You got to take the last shot of the half or the quarter. Instead, you get a missed shot, then a quick foul, and then you give up a three-pointer at the buzzer.
And then they get possession. They hit a 3 to start you went from 5 up to 1 down. 1 and 1, no good by Stewart, and a foul called on Stewart. And that might send William Blount to the bonus.
Does.
Okay, 7th, so Blount will get to the bonus.
Cooper, I believe, got the foul.
2:36 to go. 45-33 your score. William Blount in big trouble. As 2 minutes and 36 seconds left in their season. In a game they came in as an underdog, played very well I don't say played very well, but played okay for 3 quarters. Led
15-5 early.
It led pretty much the whole 3 quarters, but they pretty much trailed this whole 4th quarter, and it's kind of got away from them here in the last couple of minutes. And that will adios their season. Cooper makes 1 out of 2. Stewart rebounds. So 11-point deficit with 2.5 to go. And a turnover as Oak Ridge.
They found ways to keep us in this ball game.
They continue to shoot threes. They continue to foul. They continue to turn it over.
There's things that a young team
exactly, Robbie.
Exactly.
As Myers there, senior, gets to the rack, lay it up and in. 9-point game with 2 minutes to go. They get it inside to Johnson. Johnson's going to kick it out to Stewart. Stewart back over to Porter. Porter's running. Is going to get a foul called on Russell.
2-shot bonus now.
And Chloe just wasn't fast enough to get in front of her, let her blow by her.
4th foul on Chloe. So it'll be 2 shots for Anaya Porter. Anaya, a good shooter for a freshman.
Have they missed in the 4th quarter?
Stewart missed a front end.
Okay, that's right. 46-36. Second toss good. 47-36.
Yeah, and they're continuing to press.
Well, why not? William Blount has continued to have problems.
Yeah.
As Russell throws it to Darnell, get behind the press, lay it up and in. Nice job by Russell to Darnell. Darnell's had a nice little
9
game
points tonight.
Other than the fact she's been in some foul trouble, so you just wonder. She almost picked up number 5 instead.
Timeout, Oak Ridge. This timeout brought to you by Tim Tipton. We'll take this timeout with them. You're watching on Gov Nation Network and listening on AM 1470.
.138 to go in this one. I think Oak Ridge may have a couple timeouts left. And I bet Paige Taylor told her team to quit jacking threes and to run her little weave out front and make them foul us. And what do? They turn it over. I don't think she told them to do that. It's Clark and Porter were not on the same page, and what do? They throw it away first thing. 9-point game. Cooper to Darnell. Darnell's going to penetrate, lay it up. Oh, couldn't go. Tip back out. Darnell runs it down, though. Gets it to Russell. 1:20 to go. Blount needs to go fast. They got timeouts. They just tell Myers to go to the basket. Darnell walks.
She walked. She should have put that
Shot
up.
fake. Moved her feet. Blount might want to pick up full court here. They're going to do half court. They're going to do the half court. 1:13 to go. They're going to trap Porter. It's dangerous because they're so quick. Gets it to Strickland. That's the bad thing, Robbie, at this point. They're hard to trap.
She stepped on the line. She stepped on the line. They didn't call it. She stepped on the line. It's over and back.
There's a turn.
Well, they made up for it.
Yeah, made up for it right there. It's Strickland. They called her the old palm in the basketball.
I don't know what game they're watching.
Which technically, I don't think that's a call anymore. He called palming. It's supposed to be double dribble.
Yeah, double dribble. Discontinued dribble, whatever it's called.
So under a minute to go. William Blount needs to go fast. They still have some timeouts. They can score and stop the clock. Here comes Russell with a big three ball. In and out, no good. Cooper with it. Gets it to Myers. Myers lay it up and in. 47-40. Blount does not choose to call timeout there. 40 seconds to go. Oak Ridge in the front court.
They're just going to.
Yeah, William Blount's going to have to
Myers
foul at this point.
foul.
Myers does. So Clark will be at the senior, will be at the line for two. Myers picks up what?
Yeah, just 2. So double bonus for the senior, Samaj Clark. She has 8 points tonight. Looking for double figures.
Blount has a couple timeouts left. I was surprised they didn't use one there, but I'm sure Jason's going to save it for later as
What did he just?
Darnell comes in, McCarter comes out.
She's not allowed to go back in.
She can't go back in
Well, I don't
until
know what they're doing.
they're not going to catch that.
How poor is that? How poor officiating is that?
Yeah.
Get off the court, guys.
Yeah, that you got to let a second run off the clock before you.
That's embarrassing.
You can't check out and then check back in with no time running off the clock. They didn't catch it. Russell shot no good. Cooper puts it back up, no good. Rebound by Stewart. Long pass out to Strickland. Oak Ridge can run it out, but Combs is going to foul with 13.6 to go. Darnell is going to come in for somebody. Actually, they're going to bring her back. I don't know what happened there. There was some kind of mix-up between Coach, but the officials, Robbie, to your point, should never allowed McCarter to check back in. That's what William Blount wanted.
But also, Knox Ridge officials should never be refereeing.
Well, their own home teams, you're right.
Home team. Just like they're over at Farragut and Bearden tonight. Knox South is refereeing those games.
Yeah, that's poor. I guess maybe they've changed the protocol. Maybe first round it's home association.
That's very poor protocol.
50-40. Well, T-less AA. Here's what it is, Robbie. I bet the T-less AA don't want to lay it up and in by Cooper. Timeout, Kallenberg. We'll leave it right here with 4.6. I bet T-less AA don't want to have to pay mileage.
Right. Yeah.
That's how cheap they are.
It is. Yeah, they only made $250,000 last year. Whatever it was.
So during a pandemic. So 4.6. Left to go. A good effort by William Blount. I think that people will look at this score and be a little bit surprised.
End of the first quarter killed us, and the end of the third quarter doomed the Lady Govs tonight. But you got to applaud the effort, Stan.
Yep.
If you'd have told us that we would have been leading Oak Ridge for 3/4 of a game in an elimination region game 2 months ago with this Lady Govs team, how shocked would you have been of that?
Go all the way back to the first. Go back to November.
Yeah,
and say that.
Yeah.
You know, you say, okay, well, let's fast forward your season. Would you take it? I'm sure people would have taken it.
So, Jason, his staff, Bryson, and Lindsay, they've done a great job. Our girls just play so hard for him.
There's an intentional foul. Let's see if they're going to call that. Darnell just fouled out, shoving the back. Eddie Golden would have called an intentional right there.
Yep.
2.5 to go, and I like Eddie. Eddie's one of the best in the business.
But he did call that against Bearden this year. 9 points as the freshman Savannah Darnell will check out as she is disqualified. think she's got a calf cramp too, maybe. I saw her working on her foot.
Shot no good. I believe that's Porter at the line.
Porter's first miss of the night. She's got 5.
Porter and Clark are very similar in build. And I
And
can't
she
see
makes
their
it.
numbers because of their hair. So Myers gets off a 3 ball at the end, bounces off the glass. The contest comes to an end, and William Blount loses to Oak Ridge by 9 points, 51-42. So a good season for the Lady Governors as they end at 16-12, I believe, and make it to the region. Yes, that's something in the district they're in. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with Stats of Stan and close this out. Back at Oak Ridge High School, William Blount's girls' season comes to an end on a valiant effort. They lose 51-42 to a talented young Oak Ridge team, Robbie.
They're going to be hard to handle these next 4 years.
You better should have got them this year, as they are. They've got some nice freshman players, and so a couple of seniors that helped out, they'll lose, but I bet they probably, knowing them, they've probably got some more freshmen coming in. But regardless, a pretty good effort by William Blount here tonight. But, Robbie, it kind of what happened all season, turnovers and that lull that they have
quarter
of scoring. Somewhere they have, like a 4 or 5 minute lapse in game time of where they can't score. And that really caught them up. They got out to a 15-5 lead, and then they gave that up toward the end of the quarter, but they still led, and I still say they led 29-24 at the end of, close to the end of 3. Oak Ridge hits a 3 ball at the buzzer, and then they get the arrow. They hit a 3 ball to start the 4th, and I really probably could have adiosed right then.
Yeah, because they had all the momentum in the gym. It had actually been quiet,
Yep.
Stan, and you could hear it. It just amplified, and just.
And one more thing before we get to Stats with Stan here. Before those 2 3 balls, Robbie, they had hit 1 3 ball the whole game.
Correct.
And then they hit 2 back-to-back.
That was early in the first quarter
Yeah.
to make it 5-5. So from that point on, they hadn't made anything. Thank you, Tim, for being our Stats with Stan sponsor. As always, I'll run down the scoring, and then we'll wrap it up. Oak Ridge, balanced attack tonight. They were led by Zanaya Stewart with 11. 10 from Johnson, 10 from Clark. 6 apiece from Porter and Strickland. 5 came from Heron. 3 came from Hart. The final of 51 points for Oak Ridge. William Blount tonight, going out on top was the senior McKenna Myers. 21 big points for her. Nice way to go out for the Tusculum signee as she'll continue her playing and academic career at Tusculum. 9 points came from the freshman Savannah Darnell, who battled foul trouble all night. Bright future for her. Next was Chloe Russell, sophomore. Bright future. Those two coming back. Scarlett, she'll be back. It was Faith Cooper, the other girl to score tonight. She had 5. She's a senior. Good career for Faith Cooper. And a score of 42 points for the Lady Govs. We'll go ahead and mention those seniors who played their last game tonight. McKenna Myers, Julia Combs, Faith Cooper, Taylor Stout, and Ray Spires are our 6 seniors. And making it...
I thought there was one more. I think you only listed 5.
Let's see. Myers.
Combs,
McCarter. I forgot about McCarter.
Yeah,
Emma McCarter.
Yeah.
She's the transfer in, so that's our 6 seniors. And going out in the region, you know, it's tough break always to come over here at Oak Ridge, but I'm going to call it a very successful season, Stan.
Yeah, certainly, Robbie. You just wind back to about 15 months ago, I think.
When Jason got the job.
And he didn't even know he was going to get the job. Didn't even know he was going to be the coach probably one day, and woke up and was the interim coach. And then, you know, a little over a year later, he has this team back in the region in a very competitive district. You know, that's one thing. A lot of teams, some teams make the region by default, just because their district's not very good, or they only have 4 teams in the district or something like that. But this is a very competitive district. You think that Bearden's probably going to be the state champion.
Yeah, Stan, I've got some scores. Bearden does advance 75-31. Farragut over Campbell County.
We're getting
big second half for Farragut as they were in a neck-and-neck ball game at halftime. It was 23-21 at halftime, and they ended up rolling second half, winning 52-33. So Farragut will take on Oak Ridge, and if Oak Ridge plays like they did the first 3 quarters, Stan, they'll be done quickly. The score we do not know from our district is Powell and Heritage. We know it's going to go down to the wire most likely. Alcoa advances. Greenback was in a neck-and-neck ball game as we're going off the air here. So check the local scoreboards for those. Tomorrow night, it'll be the boys in action at Campbell County as it'll be 7 o'clock tip-off. I have Stan, you go enjoy the game tomorrow over in Thompson Bowling, and I got Carter and Tyler will fill in, take your spot for me as the Gov Nation will take it up 75. Thank you to all our sponsors and everybody making it possible tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Go Govs.